often have you faced a boss and thought to yourself, haven't I seen this before? In this top 10, we go over some of the most used boss styles, and don't worry, in this list none of them are growing old. This list is ranked about how much I enjoyed them, no matter how often they are used. Number 10. Giant Spiders. This one practically dominates the link between video games and bosses. Why? Who knows, but even Yahtzee catches on with some of his gags. Whether they're cute and cuddly or goddamn freaky, the giant spider is sure to appear in one of every 5 first-person shooter, adventure, RPG, platformer, anything. The one in Resident Evil 5 is perhaps the biggest and ugliest brute I've seen, but as far as actual spiders go, Castlevania Lords of Shadow. Oh wait, that's not a boss. The Spider Queen from Okami. Ah! Number 9. Bosses with tentacles. If you're in an underwater area and there's a boss approaching, 9 chances out of 10, it's gonna have some tentacles, more than ready to squeeze the life out of you. Most often it's the infamous, but sometimes it's just some freaky sea monster with a shitload of tentacles. Sometimes it's not even a sea monster. Both plant and shadow-based monsters enjoy using this trait as well. Number 8. One head and 2 hands. Nintendo spoils the hell out of this one. Sometimes it's actually enjoyable, like the Andross fights or Bongo Bongo, but lately it's getting a little stale. I mean, case in point, Tiki Tong. I mean, come on, we couldn't get anything else? A giant golem? A tiki tower? No, just this? Alright. So, if I'm so annoyed, why is this type of boss on this list? Bouldergeist. Yeah, that's how it's done. What a fun fight this was. When those 2 hands came in, you knew Bouldergeist meant business. The music is really threatening, and throughout the fight, it may not be that real intimidating battle, but on Daredevil, ooh boy. Number 7. The One-Eyed Wonder. Cycloptic bosses are no stranger. Sometimes nothing says obvious weak point more than a giant glaring eyeball. Hell, sometimes the bosses are just the eyeball. Again, Nintendo likes to abuse this boss trait, especially in Twilight Princess. How the hell can you see where you are going? Number 6. The Big Brute. In every game, there is always that big buff bastard. You know, the one, the Russian from the Punisher, the troll from Lord of the Rings. There's always a big muscle-bound pea-brain ready to squash you into Welch's grape juice.
I said, did you just call me a pea-brain?
They're hard, they look intimidating, and they usually sacrifice all of their brains for the brawn. Oh shit! Stars. Number 5. The Sandworm. Why oh why are these bosses so fun? The vast field, the large serpentine beast soaring through the sky as a sand bursts just inches from our hero. These fights rarely disappoint. Heck, in Shadow of the Colossus, the Sandworm was one of the more deadly fights, and the battle with Molgera and Wind Waker, that's a classic. But you know what's really awesome? Combining both those fights and shooting the beastie with guns and Darksiders. Actually, no, that's kind of a lame ripoff. Number 4. The Dragon. I'll say this once. Every game franchise needs a dragon battle. No ifs, ands, or buts. Dragons are a staple of fiction. That one creature that when it appears, things just went from, this is decently entertaining, to holy shit, now we're getting serious. Halo, take notes. You want to make another trilogy? Alright, fine by me. Well, you want it to be memorable? You need someone who keeps coming back again and again. Yep, I'm talking about someone like Ridley. Space dragons for the win. Note, this is just a joke. Take it easy, Halo fanboys. Laugh a little. Do it with me. Do it with Titus. Thank you. In other news, why is Skyrim going to be better than Oblivion? Dragons! Sonic has dragons, Mario got dragons, hell, even Kirby has a dragon boss. Dragons make games more awesome because they come in so many shapes, sizes, designs, what have you. And God of War, are you serious about having a number 4? Aladdin. Say no more. Number 3. The Flying Boss. Alright, if the game doesn't have a dragon foe, the pricks, it sure as hell has some kind of boss with wings. Bird, bat, bug, whatever. And most of the time, these guys are the most annoying. Hold still! It's the worst when the boss is 1,000 times faster than your player and repeatedly likes to ram into you before you have a chance to react. Oh yeah, that's fair. Number 2, Monoto. Alright, it's time for all your skills to be put to the test. All your helpers, gone. Your party, you've gone solo. It's a score that you have to settle alone. Usually a wicked sword fight that requires you to be quick and cautious. These battles are pro at making me sweat. There's no healer who's got my back. No one else can lure those deadly attacks onto. I have to master blocking and I have to give them no quarter. The absolute best of these fights are in the Tails games. If you're really good, you can annihilate your opponent by just drilling through that boss meter using one skill after another. Here's a good one. In Ocarina of Time, Navi was gone. Woohoo! You may have rejoiced, but first time playing, Ganondorf had a big advantage. We were quite ignorant to that, weren't we? Ouch. And number 1, the most used boss concept of all time? God or Satan. How many times do I have to destroy a god? Killed so many gods, if I even had a fraction of my arsenal. In real life, I'd be able to nuke the planet with my finger. Sure, the battles are usually symbolic and epic, but they're gods. They created the planet, they control space and time, they sneeze and my life is over. But somehow I started this quest hunting rabbits and now I'm laying the smackdown on the supreme being and creative worlds? Really? It's even worse when it's the destroyer of worlds. The devil always likes to go pyromania, but one ray of light and he goes slithering back to hell again and again and again and again. I even bashed open Zeus's head for crying out loud. It's time and again and leads me to the conclusion. If a knight, teenagers, an angel, a demigod, and even a freaking hedgehog can take down gods, then apparently there has to be something more powerful out there. I mean, in a video game franchise, once you take down the being of all creation or the Prince of Darkness himself, how do you go beyond that? Well, I hope you enjoyed this list. I know I did, and keep in mind, this was all for fun and a tribute to a video game trait that I hope never dies. See you guys later. War Dog out.